Most times we go about life looking at the cup as being half empty instead of seeing it as being half full. This is because we put so much energy, so much concentration, so much focus into the things we do not have rather than the things we do have. We start to feel unfulfilled and live unhappy lives. Hello and welcome to Evolve with Jola. I am Jola. Welcome back. Our topic today is living in the present. Keep in mind that the present is what you have now. The past is what you had that cannot be changed, rather can be learned from so as to make the right choices today. We are not promised tomorrow, so I don't see a reason why you should sacrifice today, brooding over yesterday or tomorrow that you can't even bet on. So, am I telling you not to hope or plan? No. I'm simply telling you not to get your sight off the now, what you have. It might not be all you want, but I tell you, it is something worth being thankful for. Joining me on today's episode is my very handsome guest, Chimdi Oche. Hi Chimdi, how are you doing?
Hi Jola, I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Yeah, thank you too for having me here.
Yes, so I'm just going to go straight into it. Our topic for today is living in the present. So in Chimdi's word, can you just tell me what it means to live in the present?
Okay, I think it's about making the most of what you have currently where you are. No matter what life has done to you, how life has played out, good, bad, you're here now. And so living in the present for me, I think is just trying to make the best of it. Use the things you have right now.
The resources you have.
Yeah, yes. To your advantage.
All right. Okay, with what you've just said, what are the benefits or advantages to living in the present?
So I think you're going to make progress when you begin to live in the present, when you begin to think about where you are, what you have, and what you could do with what you have. You'll definitely make progress. Less worry, better health. That's the truth. Some people dwell on the past and fall into depression and less worry. Because you've come to yourself. This is what I got right. This is what I didn't get right. I can move from here, and this is what I have. So, you will worry less, and you have better. You worry less. That I think you develop some character traits like resourcefulness. Excellence, yeah, because you're going to be using the things you have available. They may not be many or much, but you will find the best use for them. You'll find quick, clever ways to achieve results, great results with little.
Yeah. So I understand that living in the present doesn't mean throwing away your past or your future. So I want to know from you, where's the place of the past and the future in relation to living in the present?
Okay, I think the past at best should be your teacher. Those who disregard the past, who don't pay attention to the past, who don't learn from history are going to make the same mistakes. You'll find that your life will just keep going in circles. So you become very, very old and realize that you've wasted life. So the past is very important, yeah. The future is should be your motivation, your drive. That's the picture. Life has hit you or maybe tossed you here and there or whatever life is for you right now. The point is that you desire a better future, and so you keep that before your eyes. It's your drive. That's what will make you wake up in the morning and do certain things. That's what will make you not go the same way everyone else is going. That's what will make you put in extra effort. That's what will make you keep yourself in a particular way. So the future, it should be your motivation. I heard someone say, give one kind of word picture concerning this. For those who drive, you have the rear mirror, you have your side mirrors, and you have the very large windscreen or windshield. So the windshield. Or let's start with the rear mirror. The rear mirror helps you to see what's behind you.
Where you're coming
you
from.
Get where you're coming from. You get the side mirrors help you to know what's around you right now. That's like your present. The windshield is very massive, for what lies ahead. The truth is that you need a combination of all these to drive safe and to actually drive well and get to your destination.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's it.
Okay, so for me, I love to live in the present. I'm a very jovial person. Sometimes people tell me I play too much or I'm a little bit unserious, but I'm just a happy child. I enjoy, living in the present. So I would like you to help us draw a line between living in the present and just being laid back.
Okay. If people think you're, how did you put it again?
Too playful and serious.
Too playful and serious. As long as you're not worrying, it's not a problem. It's good. It's good. As a matter of fact, when you begin to pay attention to where you are, and live every day, one day at a time. Live every day like it's your last. You're going to be happy. You're going to be adding value to people's lives. You're going to be doing things with all your heart. I mean, you're going to be happy. That's the point.
Yes.
That's the point. You're going to be happy, You have to do some analysis. It's not something you do carelessly, There's this thing that happens right in our time, I heard this YOLO, you only live once stuff that makes you go throw caution to the wind, drink, play, do whatever, you only live once. Life is short, brother, ain't it the truth? All that kind of stuff. But the truth is there are some things that are constructive, there are some things that are destructive.
I agree.
What we're talking about concerning living in the present is not destructive. It's not a waste of life. It is not a waste of time. It is you taking stock of everything, where you are, accepting yourself. Yes, in case you've made errors, made wrong financial decisions or the wrong relationship choice or something, accepting yourself and accepting that, look, I'm here now, okay, and this is what I have.
Mm-hmm.
And using those things to build and build and build till you get, no matter how long it will take, till you get to the future you're looking at, Now that you see that's constructive. There's no wasting of time here. You have a lot of focus here. You have determination. You have work. You have effort.
Yeah.
It's not just life is short. Let's have fun.
Yeah.
What you will find if you fall into this category or you're making this kind of decision or having this kind of mindset, you just realize that you're wasting life. You become a problem to people. You increase your problems.
Okay.
I mean, you already have enough. So doing that will increase your problems and you're not moving forward.
Yeah. But then I'm going to counter what you just said. I don't think it's wrong to have fun. I just think doing it excessively is the problem, right?
Yes.
Yes, because
I'm sure that we're agreeing. Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with having fun. I'm just saying that there's this thing where people say, when they want you to indulge in some very things,
Yes.
they tell you only live once, life is short.
Okay.
That's not living in the present.
Yes.
That has nothing. That's destructive. At the end of the day, it's destructive when you just keep looking at the patterns of people who have done such things. You have not moved forward.
Yes.
In fact, you're repeating the same mistakes you made before. And like we said, one of the things you do to live in the present is to take note of the mistakes you've made in the past. You can't be repeating them and be hoping that you're going to progress. So fun is okay, and there are many things. In fact, when you start adding value to people, to things, to your surrounding, when you just start adding value, you'll be happy.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, so with what I've said now, Jola, tell me, are you living in the present or are you laid back?
Of course, I'm living in the present. My future is just, right there. I'm looking into the future. I'm doing well. Okay, so I'm going to ask you, what would you say are the elements of those that are living in the present?
Okay, let me mention a few things. Discipline because you're coming from somewhere and you're avoiding the repetition of certain things, certain results you've had before, and you're going somewhere. So your life will be like scattered.
Yeah.
Your life will be
Going on a straight line.
Diligence, focus. Yes, that's because you you know what you have, but you want to get somewhere. So you can't be
Everywhere.
everywhere, getting a new dream every day. No, you get. So focus. Um, the willingness to learn, the willingness to learn something new, to unlearn what you have learned before, to learn something new. If that will give you a different result. Someone said it's madness to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. So the willingness to learn. There are so many things, so many pointers. But when you see, I would say contentment. Now, if I say contentment, it doesn't mean that we don't want more. It doesn't mean that we don't want a better environment. We don't want a better, we don't want better access to, certain things. It will be different for you, it will be different for everyone. So, but you want a better life. You want better access to certain things, to make yourself, to happen. You know what I'm saying? So, but when I say contentment, I'm saying contentment because you've taken note of where you are now and what you have, and you're willing to use what you have. While I was thinking one day to myself, sometimes the limitations we put on ourselves, sometimes we say things like, I can't do it, it's impossible. But I found out over time that thing you call impossible to yourself because of your current situation, it's just a personal limitation you place on yourself, because somewhere around the world, someone is breaking records. Someone who has worse situations, less than what you have, it's breaking records. You know something? People are breaking records every day. You get? So when I say contentment, I'm saying you know what you have and you will not kill yourself.
Yeah, you're going to use what you have.
You're willing to use that to make.
If I'm not living in the present, please, what am I doing? And what are the consequences for what I'm doing?
Okay. If you're not living in the present, you're wasting time. You're wasting life. That's the truth. While you're talking, I wanted to say you're loafing around. That's what I'm saying, but it's not like that. What? You're wasting time. You're wasting life. Someone said life is a terrible thing to waste. I think it said the mind as well. It's a terrible thing to waste. You're going to be going round in circles. You're going to be repeating past mistakes. And you're going to be getting older anyway. Soon you'll find lots of gray hair on your head, but you'll just be going round and going round and round. And it doesn't have to be like that. I tell you, there are people who have had very, very horrible experiences. I was even thinking one day, what makes a good story is how something beautiful and magnificent comes out from perfect hopelessness. You understand what I'm saying? What makes a story, very, very interesting, is when from nothing something comes out. Everybody, it's amazing. You understand what I'm saying? So, I'm just saying that to someone who's possibly listening. If you're laid back, you're wasting life, and time will go anyway. Time is not going to wait for you. You're going to be making the same old mistakes, heaping more problems on yourself, getting more depressed. It's just not the way. It's just not the way.
Chimdi, kindly share with us how you are able to live in the present, what activities you do to help you enjoy the moment, and how you put yourself in check.
We've said much, about the past, making reference to your past, learning from your past so that I don't repeat, so you don't just keep going in cycles. Yes, so I do that. Some days ago I was just 16 years old, but right now
We're old.
You understand?
We're old,
so,
yes.
If you care, as you're getting old, you start thinking, you can't keep doing certain things the same way, even if everyone does it. You need a different result, so you need to do something different. So, and I'm willing to learn.
Yes.
Having said that, there's something I try to think about every time. If today were your last day on earth, and someday is going to be everyone's last day, I don't care how long you live, whether you get old or we all hope that we all get old. But
Yes.
we've seen that sometimes people's lives are cut short. But whatever the case, if today, I'm asking a question too. So I'm trying to answer that question. If today was your last day, how would you live? How would you live? You know, the truth is, you will just be trying to give as much, you know, you will try to give as much to people. You will try to add as much value in every word, in every
Try
action.
to make impact.
Yes, you will be trying to do that. As a matter of fact, if even in trying to have fun yourself, in trying to maybe do that hobby or something, maybe I like to sing or play piano. Imagine that it was the last time I was going to play piano. I will play with all my heart and all my soul. You see, so life becomes light. You don't have space to start thinking of worrying about certain things. Life becomes light. So you need to live every day, and that's one of the things I try to do. You need to live every day like it's your last. Then that person you're going to speak to, or that person that's going to come to you today, you know, you need to make the greatest impression, not just impression, impact actually on the person. What if it's the last time, you know, for you or for the person, you know? So these are some of the things I do, you know, and I keep the picture
Where you
of
going?
my preferred future before me.
With all that's been said, I'm sure most of my viewers are asking, how can I start living in the present? So, like, what do you have to tell them?
Okay, now every one of us is coming from different places, different experiences, different backgrounds. So just apply this to yourself, you know, as it suits, you know, or fits. Now, you must look at your past. You know, you said they're asking questions. So you must look at your past and figure out the things you've done that were successful, that made you happy, you know, things of great impact. Also find out and check if you had failures you get. Now you're going to repeat when you look and you see great moments, you know, great in times of great achievement or success, look at the things you did, study the patterns and keep repeating those patterns. You get repeat patterns of success. You know, and even if you don't have, you can find somebody else's story, you know, at least, you know, somebody's success story and see the principles they applied, you know. But importantly as well, if you've made errors that have, you know, sent you 20 years back or 10 years back or, you know, scattered things for you, it could be different things, just apply it as it fits you, you know. You need to come to yourself and say, this thing has caused me problems. You get, and begin to move forward from there, making sure you don't repeat that pattern. If you repeat it, you'll just be going around in circles.
Yes.
That's the truth. But you'll be getting older. That one is sure. You must learn from your past. Good. And I put it to everyone out there, you want to make progress. You know, I don't care how life has hit you. You don't love where you are right now. And even if you're successful, you still feel like maybe there's something else you need to do. Money is not everything. You could be somewhere else in life. It could be something else, you know. So, you know, you want to make progress. So you have to, you know, you have to come to terms with yourself. For some people, you have to forgive yourself. Yes, you have to forgive yourself for past mistakes. Yes. Some people are not going anywhere until they've done that, you know. So you just have to do these things. You know?
Yeah. I've really enjoyed our conversation. I'm sure you guys did too. But then before you leave, can you just give us some parting words?
Okay, so I'd like to encourage you who's watching right now, you know, wherever you are in life, life can be better. Things can be better. You can be who you're meant to be. You can be who you want to be. You know, we've spoken much about what you should do or how you can
live in the present.
Yeah, live in the present, you know, and pick up from wherever you are, irrespective of where you are. And there are many stories like that of complete hopelessness and beautiful things coming out of them. There are many stories of people breaking records. I mean, mind-boggling things coming from abject poverty to serious wealth, super abundance and all that. So I'm just encouraging you. Yet, I still have another word of encouragement for someone. And this is from personal experience. I just want to encourage you. Sometimes the pain of regret can be it can be so much. It can be so heavy, Yes, you want to do all the things we said, but the pain is so heavy. From my own personal experience, I'll say one with God is majority, and there's a peace that comes from God that can't be found anywhere else. In those moments, sometimes you're thinking of suicide, you're thinking of just trying to forget your problems. I've been there, you get. So my own solution was to hide and find peace in God. That's it. So that's for someone, Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming on the show and also sharing this wealth of wisdom with myself and my viewers. I'm so glad to have you here, honestly.
Thank you, Jola, for having me here too.
Thank you. Okay, guys, there you have it. This is all we've got time for today. But before I let you go, I want you to remember, with all you've heard, I hope you can let go of your past and stop waiting for tomorrow, because that breath in your nostrils is a gift, and please enjoy it. Till I see you next time, you can connect with us via our socials on Instagram @_Evolve with Jola, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube @Evolve with Jola. Don't forget to check out our website www.evolvewithjola.com.
I know what it's like to have enough. I know what it's like to have nothing at all. I know what it's like to stand tall. I know what it's like to hurt after a fall. But the times and the seasons change, and one thing will still remain. No situation stays the same. The pages of my life keep turning every day. The pages of my life keep turning every day.
Thank you so much for that.